and welcome to week 7 of remote learning. This week we are delving into the 20th century where music toes off into different ones. Now we've looked at contemporary music. We're not going to be looking at modern music like blues, rock or anything like that. Alright, we've already done that. What we are going to look at is some of the styles within the Western art music genre, which is what you would also understand is classical music. Right? And so we've come from the Baroque period to the classical period. And remember, the classical period is much more nicely, neatly packaged, sweet melodies. And then we go to the Romantic period where they really push the rules. They start using things like chromaticism and a lot more stronger emotions in their music. Now we're going to the 20th century where total chaos comes in. Now, there is a bit more minimalism where they play like simple melody lines. There is Impressionism, where it starts with painting. So you look at an image and you try and take what you remember from that one image. So like looking at a sunset and painting that with one look and from what you remember. And there's musicians that took that same principle. But what we're going to look at today is one of my favorite styles, which is atonal music. And for this one, you're not going to do any of the research that you did before. I'm just going to get you to listen to some of the music from that. Alright, now I'm going to guarantee you that for the majority of you, maybe the entirety of you, will not enjoy this music. Alright, but I do want to show you it because it's interesting to know it exists. Alright, now atonal music is basically music with no tonal center, no key. So you know how we have like songs in the key of G or A minor or C? These ones have absolutely no key. Alright, and there's a thing called the 12-tone scale. And the 12-tone scale is basically all the notes in a chromatic scale, so it's all 12 notes, and you have to use each note before you go to repeat the note. So you have to go A sharp, B, C, and so forth, right? And then you can go back once you've used all 12 notes. Now, that's a basic rule. And the first innovator of this music is one of my favorite composers, which is Schoenberg. Alright? And what I want you to understand is that the music sounds terrible. It's harsh and nasty sounding. What I want you to tell me is what style of film do you think this music could belong into? Right? Because regardless of whether or not it sounds good or bad, it can still have a purpose to show emotion or tell a story. And I want you to think about its possible purposes. Now for me, I enjoy this music as it is. And I'm not going to torment you too much with it. But I'm going to show you a couple of simple composers. Starting with Schoenberg, and I'm going to show you Berg and Webern. Alright, which are 3 of the main innovators. And it got to a point till the 80s where it just became too much and it stopped. Now there's still people that make this music today and it's still a type of thing, but it's not as highly regarded as it used to be in the early ages. So there you go. This is the start of the 20th century. Hope you enjoy the music. You probably won't, but I appreciate you listening anyway. And remember to catch up on all your assessment task work, which is medieval music, Baroque period, classical period, and the Romantic period. You need to make sure you go all 4 of those different time periods. And there you have it. If you have any more questions, make sure you message me. And if you are confused, remember this is just content to help you understand the different time periods because I really want you to understand this style of music, atonal music. Alright? I really want you to at least just hear it and experience it. That's what I want you to do today. So thank you very much. Stay safe. And well, I won't see you unless you're there on Friday when I am there. But, I'll interact with you some way. Stay safe.